Gentlemen, the watch on your wrist is either elevating your status or destroying it. Today, I'm revealing 7 affordable timepieces that command respect without commanding your savings account. The secret to high-end style after 40. And contrary to what the luxury watch market wants you to believe, you don't need to spend a month's mortgage payment to achieve this effect. The secret lies in knowing what to look for and where to find it. And not only that, I'm revealing 7 timepieces under $500 that not only command respect, but actually hold their value. The investment secret most luxury brands don't want you to know. What makes a watch hold its value? Before we dive into specific recommendations, let's talk about what actually makes a watch maintain its value, because this is the secret to smart watch buying. First, brand heritage. Watches from established brands with long histories tend to hold value better than newcomers. These companies have proven their staying power and built loyal followings over decades. Second, movement quality. The engine inside your watch matters. Mechanical movements, especially those made in-house by the manufacturer, typically hold value better than mass-produced quartz movements, though there are exceptions. Third, materials and craftsmanship. Solid stainless steel, sapphire crystal, and quality finishing all contribute to a watch's longevity and desirability on the secondary market. Fourth, timeless design. Watches that chase trends tend to look dated quickly. Those with classic proportions and design elements remain desirable for decades. And finally, scarcity. Limited production runs or discontinued models often appreciate in value, especially if they develop cult followings. The watches I'm about to share with you excel in at least 3 of these areas, which is why they represent not just purchases, but investments in your style and potentially your wallet. Watch 1, Seiko Presage, Cocktail Time SRPB 43. The first watch on our list is what I consider the perfect dress watch for the discerning gentleman. The Seiko Presage SRPB 43, commonly known as the Cocktail Time. At around $400, this watch punches so far above its weight class that it's almost unfair to other brands. With its 40.5mm case, the Presage hits that perfect size that works on virtually any wrist. The ice blue sunburst dial is simply mesmerizing. It has a texture and depth that you typically only find on watches, costing 5 times as much. As it catches the light, it shifts from silver to blue to almost white, creating a visual experience that never gets old. What makes this watch special is the attention to detail. The applied hour markers catch the light beautifully. The Dauphine hands are perfectly proportioned, and the domed Hardlex crystal gives it a vintage feel while remaining practical. Inside beats Seiko's 4R35 automatic movement. Reliable, accurate, and with a power reserve of about 41 hours. This means you can take it off Friday evening and put it back on Sunday morning without having to reset it. The Presage is the definition of versatile elegance. It works with a suit, with business casual, even with a nice pair of jeans and a button-down. It's the kind of watch that flies under the radar of the average person, but gets knowing nods from watch enthusiasts. As for value retention, Seiko has a strong track record here. Their limited edition Presage models have actually appreciated significantly, and even the standard models hold their value remarkably well on the secondary market. Watch 2, Tissot Pyrex Powermatic 80. If you prefer something with a more contemporary feel, the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 has taken the watch world by storm, and for good reason. At around $650 for the automatic version, slightly above our $500 threshold, but worth the stretch, the PRX channels the integrated bracelet sports watches that defined the 1970s. With its 40mm case, waffle pattern dial, and bracelet that flows seamlessly from the case, it has a distinctive look that stands out without shouting. What makes the PRX special is how it captures the essence of much more expensive watches like the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak or the Patek Philippe Nautilus, timepieces that cost tens of thousands of dollars. No, it's not a direct homage, but it channels that same spirit of sporty elegance. The bracelet deserves special mention. It's exceptionally comfortable and features a butterfly clasp that maintains a clean line on the underside of your wrist. The finishing alternates between brushed and polished surfaces, creating visual interest and demonstrating attention to detail. Inside beats the Powermatic 80 movement with an impressive 80-hour power reserve, meaning you can take it off Friday and put it back on Monday without it stopping. This movement also features a silicone hairspring, which provides better resistance to magnetism and temperature variations. The PRX has been so popular that Tissot can barely keep them in stock, which has helped maintain their value on the secondary market. As the line expands with new variations, the original models are likely to remain desirable for years to come. Watch 3. Citizen ProMaster Diver BN0150-28E. For those who need a truly robust timepiece that can handle anything life throws at it, the Citizen ProMaster Diver BN0150-28E delivers exceptional value at around $300. This 44mm ISO-certified dive watch offers 200 meters water resistance, making it suitable for serious underwater adventures. The unidirectional bezel has a satisfying click. The luminous markers glow brightly in low light, and the mineral crystal is recessed to protect it from impacts. What sets the ProMaster apart from other dive watches in this price range is Citizen's EcoDrive technology. This innovative system uses any light source to power the watch, eliminating the need for battery changes. Some EcoDrive watches have run continuously for over 20 years without maintenance. That's value you can literally take to the bank. The ProMaster has a tool watch aesthetic that works perfectly with casual attire, though I wouldn't recommend it with a suit. The included rubber strap is functional, but basic. Many owners upgrade to a NATO strap or even a stainless steel bracelet for a more versatile look. Citizen watches tend to hold their value well, especially their professional models like the ProMaster. The combination of durability, reliability, and low maintenance costs makes them particularly attractive on the secondary market. Watch 4. Orient Bambino version 2. Next up is another dress watch that offers incredible value, the Orient Bambino version 2. Starting at just around $150, the Bambino comes in various iterations, but they all share the same DNA. A domed crystal that gives it a vintage feel, clean dials with minimal text, and a thin profile that slides easily under a shirt cuff. The version 2, with its Dauphine hands and applied hour markers, is particularly elegant. The dial has a subtle sunburst effect that plays with light beautifully, and at 40.5 millimeters, it has presence without being overwhelming. What's remarkable about the Bambino is how it captures the essence of dress watches, costing 10 times as much. The proportions are spot on. The design is timeless rather than trendy, and it has an in-house automatic movement, something virtually unheard of at this price point. Is it perfect? The stock strap is adequate but not exceptional, and the water resistance is minimal. But these are easy fixes. Swap in a quality leather strap for $50, and you've got a watch that looks like it should cost $1,000 or more. Orient is owned by Seiko, so you're getting Japanese reliability and craftsmanship. And while the Bambino won't necessarily appreciate in value, it holds its price remarkably well on the secondary market, often selling used for just 20 to 30% less than retail, which is exceptional for a watch in this price range. Watch 5. Seiko 5. Sports SRPD Series. No collection is complete without a proper sports watch, and the Seiko 5 Sports SRPD Series, the spiritual successor to the legendary SKX, delivers exceptional value. At around $250, these 42.5mm dive-style watches offer the perfect blend of rugged functionality and versatile style. With 100-meter water resistance, they're suitable for swimming and snorkeling, though not for serious diving. What makes the SRPD special is its perfect proportions. The bezel-to-dial ratio, the length of the hands, the size of the indices, everything is in harmony. It's a design that has evolved over decades, and for good reason. Inside is Seiko's workhorse 4R36 automatic movement, which includes both hacking and hand-winding capabilities, features that watch enthusiasts appreciate. The display caseback allows you to see the movement in action, adding another dimension to the ownership experience. The SRPD comes in a wide variety of colorways, from conservative black and blue to more adventurous green and orange options. The stock bracelet is solid, though many owners enjoy swapping it for NATO straps or rubber straps to change the look. As for value retention, Seiko sports watches have an excellent track record. The discontinued SKX series has actually appreciated significantly, and the SRPD series is following a similar trajectory, especially for limited editions or popular colorways. Watch 6. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. For the man who appreciates heritage and understated style, the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is impossible to beat. At around $495, this 38mm hand-wound watch is a direct descendant of the timepieces Hamilton made for American troops during World War II. The design is the definition of form following function, highly legible numerals, simple hands, and nothing superfluous. What makes this watch special is its authenticity. Hamilton actually made watches for the U.S. military, so this isn't some marketing gimmick. It's a continuation of a genuine heritage. The hand wound movement adds to this authenticity, creating a daily ritual of connection with your timepiece. The khaki field works exceptionally well with casual attire. Think Oxford shirts, chinos, denim, and leather jackets. It's the perfect weekend watch, though it can certainly work in more casual business environments too. One of the joys of this watch is how it ages with you. The stainless steel case will pick up small scratches and marks over time, developing what watch enthusiasts call character. The canvas strap will soften and conform to your wrist. It becomes uniquely yours in a way few modern possessions do. Hamilton, now owned by the Swatch Group, has been steadily increasing their prices over the years, which has helped maintain the value of older models. The Khaki Field Mechanical in particular has developed a cult following, ensuring strong demand on the secondary market. Watch 7 Casio G-Shock G a 2100 Casio. My final recommendation might surprise you, but hear me out. The Casio G-Shock G a 2100, nicknamed the Casio for its octagonal bezel that echoes the royal oak. At just around $100, this isn't trying to be a luxury watch. Instead, it's the perfect weekend beater, gym companion, or travel watch. It's virtually indestructible, has 200 meters water resistance, and includes functions like a stopwatch, timer, and world time. What makes the Casio special is its relatively slim profile for a G-Shock and its distinctive design. The octagonal bezel and simple analog digital display give it a more sophisticated look than most G-Shocks, making it appropriate for men over 40 who want toughness without looking like they're trying to recapture their youth. The Casio comes in various colorways, but I recommend the black with white indices for maximum versatility. Pair it with casual weekend attire, activewear, or even business casual in more relaxed settings. What's remarkable about the Casio is how it's performed on the secondary market. Limited editions have sold for multiples of their retail price, and even standard models often sell for above retail when supply is constrained. Few watches at this price point can claim such impressive value retention. What makes a watch look expensive? So what exactly makes these affordable watches look so much more expensive than they are? It comes down to 5 key elements. First, proportions. A well-designed watch has balanced dimensions that complement a man's wrist. Too large, and it looks like you're compensating for something. Too small, and it appears outdated or feminine. The sweet spot for most men is between 38 to 42 millimeters in case diameter. Second, simplicity. The most elegant watches often have the cleanest dials. When a watch tries to do too much, multiple subdials, excessive complications, or busy patterns, it often looks cheaper, not more premium. Third, materials and finishing. This is where craftsmanship shows. Even at lower price points, look for solid stainless steel, sapphire crystal instead of mineral glass, and attention to detail in how the case transitions to the bracelet or strap. Fourth, movement. While quartz movements are perfectly acceptable and often more practical, a mechanical movement, whether automatic or hand wound, adds a level of sophistication that watch enthusiasts appreciate. And finally, heritage. Brands with history tend to borrow design elements from their archives, creating timepieces that feel timeless rather than trendy. Each of the 7 watches we've discussed today excels in at least 3 of these areas, which is why they look and feel so much more expensive than their price tags suggest. Gentlemen, the secret to high-end style isn't spending high-end money. It's understanding what makes a timepiece special and choosing watches that embody those qualities regardless of price. The 7 watches we've discussed today, the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time, Orient Bambino, Seiko 5 Sports, Hamilton Khaki Field, Tissot PRX, Citizen ProMaster, and Casio G-Shock Casio represent the perfect balance of quality, design, and value retention. With these timepieces, you're not just telling time. You're telling the world that you understand the language of style, that you value craftsmanship over branding, and that you're confident enough to choose substance over status. Remember, a watch is one of the few items that follows you through every important moment of your life. Choose wisely, wear it with confidence, and it will serve as both a functional tool and a statement of who you are. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content on timeless style for the modern gentleman. Next week, I'll be breaking down the best leather goods under $200 that look like they cost 4 times as much. Until then, this is Gentleman Secrets reminding you that true style isn't about how much you spend, it's about how well you choose.